Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing history because this is the very first episode of DPS Ultra that is completely 100% AI generated.
Oh, yeah.
The reason being is that Chris moved to Alaska, and
Sure.
I actually died 3 weeks ago. So we decided to upload our voices and likenesses to this server. Yeah. So all episodes of DPS Ultra going forward are AI generated.
Yeah, so our sentences that we construct are going to be slightly non-human-like, but close enough to where it's that uncanny valley.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah,
yes, absolutely.
100%.
Look at those chickens.
Man, those are big.
Chickens.
Yes, Chris's catchphrase. Oh, actually, I see you.
Joe shot the chicken.
Joe shot the Joe shot the chicken. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, so I was telling Chris off camera, I saved you all the trouble of watching me fail miserably. I beat Moreau off camera because I felt that dying 17 times was a bit much. So, oh yeah, dude. It's, slightly, I thought you were dead. Oh my God. Don't start this again. I swear to God.
All right. God.
I swear to H. I swear to heck.
My bolt. You took it.
Nah. It was never yours to begin with.
It was my daughter gave it to me.
Well, your daughter's dead, so what do I care?
Oh. Okay. Wow.
You ever like tell an old person something and they're just like, no, and you're like, yes, and they're like, all right.
Okay. I'm too old to fight.
Like I was arguing with, well, I wasn't arguing, but I was arguing with my grandpa a while back, and this is such an old person thing, but their ceiling fan in their like living room, it appeared that it was spinning faster than like their ceiling fan in their kitchen, and like for some reason my grandpa really hates like cold weather, or he just doesn't like being cold.
Oh, he's old.
Yeah. And so he thought that it looked like the fan was spinning faster, and that's why he was cold. So he was like, Joe, can you put that on low? I was like, Opa, it is on low. And he's like, no, it's spinning faster than the one in the kitchen. And I was like, well, it looks like that because the blades are smaller, so it looks like it's spinning faster, but it's not. And my step grandma was like, see, I told you. And he was like, no, it's not. It's spinning faster. Turn it low. And I was like, all right, look. And I turned it off. I was like, okay, it's off, right? And then I turned it on high, and then I turned it on medium, and then I turned it on low. And ooh, I'll take the Wolf's Bane.
Wolf's Bane?
Yeah. And so like I proved that it was on low. He's like, oh, all right.
Okay.
I was like, I told you, like if you were cold, I'd want to do whatever I could to make you comfortable, but it's just the way that it is. Uh-oh.
Wolf's Bane.
That's a big boy.
With the Wolf's Bane.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
Does that revolver actually do more damage to wolves?
No. It's just called the Wolf's Bane.
Oh. The heck?
Well, I mean, dude, take it up with Capcom. I didn't invent it.
I'm calling 911.
Police! Help me. Just spray him with water. God, dude, one of my favorite, like, Futurama bits. I saw this the other day and it cracked me up. I don't remember what episode it was, but there was, like, this, like, robot, like, ambulance or something driving around town, and it was like attention all residents, there is a World Summit Health hearing being held in Kyoto, Japan. And then this doctor ran up to the ambulance and was like, I have a degree in homeopathic medicine. And the truck was like, you have a degree in baloney. And he sprayed him with the hose.
That's a classic.
Fucking killed me. You have a degree in baloney.
God, the first 4 seasons of Futurama are some of the best seasons of any show ever. So good.
I would say the first 3 seasons. No, you're right. First 4 seasons. I don't really care for season 4. But
like the last original one?
Oh, is season 4 the last original season?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it had 5. Well, I mean, it technically does have 5 seasons, but
it's got like a 12 or 13 now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, when it came back, like the 5th season was when it first came back.
Yeah.
And like it's pretty funny, but it's a little bit different.
It's way too serious.
Yeah, they did kind of bump up the seriousness a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the first like 3 seasons were, where the fuck do you think you're going?
Again.
They're just, where'd it go? Oh. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Yeah, the first 3 seasons are just like Silly Town, and then season 4 is just like Depressionville.
You mean season 5?
No, season 4.
Is that what, like the dog?
You mean the dog waiting for Fry?
Yeah.
No, that was, I think, like season 2. I think.
Oh, yeah.
But like season 4 was like the episode that sticks out in my mind is the one where Fry trades his hands with the devil.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was like that weird like musical part of the episode. And then like the was that season 4? I can't remember if it was season 4 or not, but the one where like Fry and Leela they age and they get old, and then they're like they have the chance to like relive their entire life all over again. Was that season 4 or 5?
Final episode
of season 4?
Yeah. So like,
okay.
The reason they did that episode was since it was they thought it was going to be the last episode ever.
Yeah.
The way they wrote the story was that Futurama would never end because they would infinitely loop their lives.
Right.
So like technically Futurama doesn't end that way. So it was like a way of like making it exist for eternity technically.
Oh, sure. I get that, but it was just like it was such a sad ending, and like I don't know, for me Futurama is just a silly weird show. For it to end on like such a somber note, I was just like, oh, this isn't fun. I'm not saying like it's a bad season by any means. Like the whole show is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, it is a bummer.
The fuck was that?
Chicken.
That's a big old chicken. Yeah, I mean, I have you seen the new season yet?
No, the Hulu one.
Yeah.
No.
I heard it's pretty good. I haven't seen it either, but
yeah, I need to check it out.
So there's a big boy over here. There you are.
Oh.
Get out my shooting gun.
One of my favorite Futurama jokes is where I can't remember why, but like Bender gets embarrassed about something, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
I wish everyone else was dead." Oh my god. Yeah. God, I fucking love that show. It has so many just great bits. Like that part where Bender was in court for some reason, and then he had a bunch of like hoes behind him, and one of them is like, "Bender, baby, we love you," and he's like, "Shut up, baby, I know it."
Yeah, those are like early seasons are literally nonstop jokes.
Yeah.
Every single line is fucking hilarious. Kill him.
I'm trying. Oh God.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh. Good thing he can't get through shotguns.
oh God. Oh God. Oh God. There's a reason. This boy's hard. Oh God. Fuck.
There's a reason this boy is hard.
Yes,
Because
indeedly.
of Pamela Anderson.
Yes, Chris, because of Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
The
It's the
doy.
90s.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. So this is uh-oh. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Will you freaking die, dude? Oh boy. Thank you. Criminy. I'll just be taking my crystal ancient beast. I'm still doing the Agent Cooper voice.
Agent Crystal Beast.
Agent Pooper. We played I don't know what order these episodes are going to go up, but me and Chris played the demo for Twin Peaks Into the Night. And
Into the Night.
Into the Night with Agent Cooper. Why did I come over here? Oh, I already got the treasure. Yeah, we played Twin Peaks, and it was a good time.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game. 10 out of 10 would play again. What part of Twin Peaks would have inspired Silent Hill?
I think just like the overall feel of it, and then like the Red Room stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because if you think about it, like the music for Silent Hill kind of sounds at times a little bit like the intro to Twin Peaks.
Okay.
It's kind of like that weird vibraphone ambient music.
I see.
But I don't think there's like a one-to-one like direct inspiration for characters and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Just the vibe. My goat.
Die, Black Phillip.
I was just gonna say that.
I mean, Philip. I mean, never mind. I was going to say a very bad joke, but I'll skip it.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Don't want to get DPS Ultra canceled before we get going. I was going to go this way. So one thing I really like about this game is it actually really encourages like backtracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the word for a second.
Backbacking.
Backbacking. Actually, almost said backbacking. Because like you can totally like all of these areas that I've like just gone to, like the one with the big boy back there. That's totally skippable. Like you don't have to go back there. But if you do, then great treasures await.
Yeah, I always appreciate that in games. Like Baldur's Gate 3. I've been playing that quite a bit.
How is that?
Oh, it's so fucking good.
I've heard it's like phenomenal.
It's pretty fucking amazing. It's really long.
So good.
There's so many different quests and so many things, like so many decisions you make completely change the entire game. So like if you fuck something up and like someone dies, it like opens certain things for you and closes complete sections of the game. And so like all the characters you can bring with you um, have their own huge quest lines, and you don't have to do them if you don't want, or you can try to do all of it. Um, and sometimes even if you're like trying to do a certain thing, since it's essentially dice based, like if you don't pass the checks when you're trying to convince somebody of something or um, trying to do something via sneaking or whatever, like if you don't pass the checks, then you fail. Um, it just completely changes what happens in the game.
Hmm.
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I was thinking about checking it out, but it looks way too like I don't know. I think a lot of it would go like right over my head.
It's not very complex. I mean, it's just kind of like it's basically just a D&D game, um, like a fantasy RPG. Cause it's like a tactics based, so it's kind of like Divinity. How like when you go into combat, you take turns, um, and you have like different attacks and stuff like that, and it's not like real time.
Oh, okay.
So like you can take a super long time with the fights and like playing them out.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's so good. And like I've been a fan of Baldur's Gate since the '90s, and it's like my favorite one now.
The third one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Interesting.
Like there's so much content in that game. It's unreal.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that it's like to do everything in that game takes like 200 hours
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. I was like, fucking man.
Like I think I'm like 60 something hours in, and I'm on Act 2.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the first act is like typically like 25 to 30 hours.
And how many
And
acts are there?
uh, oh, excuse me. I don't know. I like 3 or 4,
Wow.
and each act is like at least 30
Wait, what?
hours.
Oh, whoops. Damn. That's fucking a lot.
Yeah, and like everything's voice acted as well, which is nuts.
Yeah, I saw some of the cutscenes. They look really good.
Yeah.
Like it's not like the typical like, I don't know, like a Mass Effect cutscene, for example, where like the characters like super static and just like don't really move that much. Like it looked like they were very animated and moved around a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Yeah. It looked super cool, like I said, but like when it comes to like massive RPGs like that, like it's a little intimidating, but maybe one of these days.
Yeah, it's super worth it. I think it's probably one of the best. Like it's not really an isometric RPG anymore because it's like 3D, but um, what do they call them? CRPGs, I think. Um, it's definitely like top tier CRPG. Um, like including the Divinity series. Like I'm a huge fan of Divinity, and I like Baldur's Gate 3 even more.
Damn, that's saying something.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's incredible. And you can fuck people.
Well, stop drinking. Stop drinking. You drigging. Stop drink. Never mind. God damn it. I'm gonna say stop drilling. You hit oil. But stop drigging's funnier.
Stop drinking.
Stop drinking. You've drigged.
Stop drinking the oil.
Stop oil. You've been drinking.
And you get to pick what type of penis you have.
It's just like my favorite game, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2020.
Whoa. Oh. Mm.
But in my game, I don't have a penis.
Are you a lady?
Yup. I'm a wood elf ranger.
Dude, hot.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
She's quite the looker, if I do say so. What's going on, toots? It's fucking stupid.
What's going on, tits?
Hey, nice tits.
What's going on, sugar tits?
I love demeaning women.
Jesus.
Dude, it's hella funny. No, it's absolutely not. I'm 100% kidding. Peak toxic masculinity.
If you're an asshole.
All the ladies that walk by me, I'm like, hey, sugar tits. And she's like, did you just assume my gender? And I'm like, and then I have,
am I right?
and then I have to sit at home for 30 days.
I have this thing strapped to my ankle. I can't leave my house.
Yep. It's a day in the life of Joe.
House arrest.
Or a day in the month of Joe. I'm just doing a bunch of side shit. You know what? I'm gonna do some redneck
fish in a barrel.
I'm gonna do some redneck fishing. Nice.
Finest fish.
I'll have your finest fish, please.
With a side of dynamite.
Dude, I love my fish to be blackened and burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, it's called charred dynamite fish.
Initially, you could only really get it in Mongolia.
Yeah. Clearly.
But it just made its way over to America, even though we're not in America in this game. Antique coin.
No, this is actually set in LA.
Well, that certainly explains a lot.
It's like, oh yeah, it does look like shit.
Excuse me. I read somewhere, I forget what I was reading, but someone was like, LA is the nicer version of San Francisco.
Who said that?
I don't know. I don't even remember what I was looking at.
LA is fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I was just like, in what planet is LA nicer than San Francisco?
That's insane.
Like
San Francisco has its problems, but it is a far more beautiful city than LA.
Oh yeah, I would go to San Francisco any day of the week over LA. I fucking hate LA.
The first time I ever spent time there, I wanted to go to the Museum of Death, and which not there anymore, but it was in Hollywood, and I didn't I knew like Hollywood was kind of shitty, but when I actually went there and was like walking around, I was blown away with how disgusting and just absolutely feral that place is.
Oh yeah.
Like it is. Like I've been to many third world countries throughout my life, and it is the grossest place I've ever been.
Yeah. It's like there's just like homeless people everywhere, and they're just like on the sidewalks, like screaming at nothing. It's horrible.
Is it garbage everywhere?
Yeah.
Like piles of tires.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, Hollywood is the place to be. It's like, no, it's not.
I have a friend who lives in China, and she's never been in the United States before. And like after I got back from LA, I was talking to her, and I was like, yeah, I went to Hollywood. And she's like, oh, how was it? I imagine it was pretty beautiful. And I showed her pictures and was telling her about it, and she was like, wow, I always thought it would be like this perfect, beautiful place.
Well, that's like the what they want you to think. Like that's,
Mhm.
and it's like, No, it's so disgusting, and like it's like an attraction. Like, yeah, everybody should go to LA like once in their life, but like I wouldn't like willingly go there.
No.
And if anybody listening to this thinks we're being dramatic,
Go to
no.
Hollywood.
Yeah, go check it out for yourself. Like, I've been to LA, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 5 times. And like every single time I was just like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I hate this. Let me get some Tochitura Depuy.
Depuy.
Let's see. Movement speed. Yeah. Shut up, dude.
I want my sawmill DPS.
Where the fuck else do I need to go? Well, you know what? Next time on DPS Ultra, I'll figure out where I'm supposed to go. I could progress the story, but there's... Oh, I know where to go. We gotta go back to House Beneviento!
Wahoo!
Wahoo! Alright, bye.